Bruce Gordon is the coordinator of water, sanitation, hygiene and health at the World Health Organization, and he joins us now from Geneva. Welcome to the NewsHour on TRT World, and happy World Toilet Day to you. Now, first of all, we just saw a report there about India. How significant is India's achievements?
Well, I mean, it's tremendously significant. It is really held up as kind of the world standard as far as what can be done if you get that political commitment and funding, which is so desperately needed at this point. So we just actually had a discussion with New York-based UN missions, country missions in the UN, and India was leading it along with Singapore and Nigeria, and it really is seen as inspiration.
And how is it possible that in 2020, half the world still lives without access to a toilet?
Well, I mean, that's a really good question, and I think it's really been something that we've all been trying to figure out. I mean, when we look at the monitoring we have right now, we actually can see that there has been progress over the last 20 years. So there's a good reason to hope. But really, I think it comes down to the fact that people have not understood the economic benefits of investing in sanitation. I think they see a cost. And the human side, I mean, now with COVID-19, I think that, we see what can happen when the world's affected by illness. But the sanitation, health impacts are incredible. Almost 1 million people are dying because of diarrheal diseases. And, 1/4 of humanity is infected with intestinal worms that impair cognitive development, and also cause stunting in children. So if we can think about the cost of this, then we can deal, I think, also with the investments.
And Bruce, how is the pandemic going to impact that investment and, improving matters by next year's World Toilet Day?
Well, that's a good question. On one hand, I think the utilities, the water and wastewater utilities may not be getting some of the revenue that they normally get. So I think that is cause for concern. I think the lockdowns are causing, exacerbating an already difficult situation when it comes to people having difficulty just getting sanitation. But when it comes to the recovery planning and the investments, we see this kind of prescribe it as part of a healthy and green, if you will, recovery. So it's an opportunity to build back better.
And I spent some time in a refugee camp in Africa, and it really made me aware of the safety concerns when it comes to, not having proper toilets for women. How important is safety?
You're absolutely right. That's something that WHO is really concerned about, along with UNICEF, and it was highlighted in a report that we've launched today. It's a safety issue, it's an anxiety issue, it's a dignity issue, and I think it makes really the lives of the people that are vulnerable. So it's women, but it's also disabled people as well. It's really trying to kind of pushing another pressure on an already difficult experience. So you're absolutely right. It's a gender issue.
Bruce Gordon, thank you so much for speaking to us today on TRT World. Pleasure.